What's up, y'all? Rebel on BET while riding in my car. Let's hope I can remember this episode from 2 nights ago. Y'all know I hate to eat on camera, but I've been out shopping and I'm hungry. So I got me some apple slices, some pretzels, and some cheese. Like real talk. So, Rebel on BET. Now, although I love this show, it's starting to get on my nerves, y'all. You about to hit them or what, bro? It's starting to get on my nerves because it seems like there's a lot of pieces that aren't tying together. And I'm not sure if they're all going to come together at a later point in the season. But I know it's getting annoying to me right now. It's like it's too many loose ends. They just don't seem to be getting addressed. I don't know. But okay. But I'm still liking it. I'm liking it enough to still watch it. Put it that way. So let's start this off, right? So my girl Nikki Skies, I'm calling her my girl like I know her for real. We met via Twitter. But Nikki Skies is the poet who is doing the poetry on Rebel. So all the poems that you've heard Rebel do. And I'm thinking the poems that her brother was doing as well. Maybe Nikki Skies, because it seemed like that type of poetry. She has like a very, I don't even know what to call it. Conscious, I hate that term. Conscious or woke or awareness, self-awareness type of poetry, black awareness poetry, things like that. So I'm thinking all those are Nikki Skies. I'm not certain, but at the beginning of this episode, you get to see Nikki Skies. Nikki Skies is the poet that's on stage at the opening of the episode, and she's spitting her little piece. And I thought we was gonna get to hear Rebel spit, but she's basically just up in the joint, you know, watching, being a spectator. As I do a lot these days when I go to poetry venues. I rarely ever get on the mic anymore. But should I take the street or should I take the highway? Take the street. I'm like, get on the highway. Plus I need time to do this video. So, at the beginning of the thing, she basically told Rebel, whatever you got going through, whatever you're going through, you need to write it down, sis. Journaling, writing poetry, it's therapy for people who have creative minds. I know. So yeah, that's basically what's going on in the beginning. Then we go over to, is her name Tamala Jones or Tamala Jones? I think I pronounced her name wrong for years. They go to the hospital, and Tamala Jones is a nurse that's in the hospital. They working on a patient. Threw me off too. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Working on this patient, and basically the nurse or the doctor who was working with Rebel comes in and asks her to pull some extra shifts. She like, look her out. You said that you needed me for like 15 more minutes 2 hours ago. It's time for me to go and take my tired body on home. Well, when she walked out that hospital, she didn't take her tired body home. She took her tired body right to old Pops Renee. He was sitting outside on his little motorcycle waiting on her. Picked her up, and I'm like, oh, Pops got a boo thing. So they go back to the house, and I may not go in order, so I apologize, because again I'm trying to go off my memory what really happened. They go back to the house, and, you know, they commence to kicking it. Now, while Rebel was at the poetry venue, Nikki Skies, who was playing herself, came up to her and said, I got a case for you, you know. My cousin, my nephew went to the store with a gun and ended up getting shot. I want to know why he was there in the first place. So this is her new PI case. I told you I think her PI cases already throw me off anyhow. While she was also in the venue, she was texting Chyna back and forth. And basically they kind of made up via text. She goes to Chyna's house. Or Chyna's at her house, I'm not sure which one. She got a gift for her. Chyna's like, nah, you better come with something more correct than that. You better come with some words. Use your words. So she kind of apologized to her. Said she was apologized for not respecting her and also for not being grateful for the things that she's done. And then she wanted a whole apology from Chyna. I honestly didn't feel like Chyna owed her one. I know she called her a bitch, but she was acting like a bitch at the time. But Chyna gave her an apology anyway. They kissed and made up. Now they friends again. So she's trying to catch her up on what had been going on. She told her about the back off message that was scrawled on her chest and what happened when she was gonna meet over Texas. And Chyna asked her, did anybody else know but her? She said, no, TJ can't find out. You told Mac. I wonder why you didn't tell her that. But at this moment, Mac come knocking on the door. Chyna's like, wait, I done missed something, but okay, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna roll with it for a minute to find out what's going on. Well, come to find out, she contacted Mac. Mac is bringing her the case file for the little boy who, you know, died. Case file and video. So, I mean, if you got friends in high and low places, then I guess you use them. But I still did think that she considered Mac a friend, but evidently, you know, I guess she do. And Chyna's, like, confused by it, too. So, basically, from the video, they looked and they watched the video. It looks like the boy was walking up to the counter with the gun in his hand. He dropped his gun and then the owner shot him. Shot and killed him. He never fired his gun. I still don't see how. I don't know. Okay. So now they're confused about what's going on. They decided they're gonna go do their little investigations to find out, talk to this boy's parents. Okay? So Pop's back at the crib with Tamala. Her name was Jackie. And it's the next morning, they celebrating. Getting their celebrations on real good. And Pops want to get his drink on. Where Tamala been sober for 18 months. She's like, I don't want to drink. Jackie, call her by the show name. She don't want to drink. He tells her that he gonna stop drinking with her. In support of her, because, you know, she is boo. Evidently, she's a traveling nurse, so she been out on the road. While they all snugged up in the kitchen, man, she done made him a good breakfast. I got hungry looking at their breakfast. While they all snugged up in the kitchen, Rebel walks in. She walks in and first hears their interaction. Okay, if I walk in my parents' house and I hear what seems like shenanigan, foolery, time, sexery going on, I'm not gonna go look to see what's going on for real. I'm gonna gently slide up out of there and hope that they don't hear me. But she decided to go slide on in there, make her presence known. Pops is like, damn, Rebecca, you ain't gonna knock? She's like, I did, Doc. No, you didn't. You came in with your key. You ain't knocked. But still, the girl was like, you know, how you doing? You know, I ain't seen you in a minute. She walked up to her, tried to touch Rebel hair. Rebel's like, oh, hold up now, sis. I would have been the same way. Don't just reach for my damn hair. We ain't that cool. And if we that cool, you know not to reach for my damn hair. But okay. But Rebel was acting real salty toward this chick, though. She was mad. She did bring up the point that the lady did not show up. Where was she? Doing her brother's funeral. Said she had a job. That's what made me know she was a traveling nurse. Because she was on the road. Couldn't come back. So I'm thinking this Rebel is bitter at this chick for this. Nah, there's a little bit more to that. Rebel leaves out. if I'm not mistaken. Rebel leaves out, and Pop gets a phone call. Am I missing some stuff up? I'm gonna stop there because I ain't sure if I'm saying it right. Okay, so Rebel leaves out, goes to the church. Go to the dad's house, the little boy that was killed. Go to the dad's house. And her and Chyna are going through his personal information. And he like, yeah, my sister's reaching. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He did some wrong stuff. He did some bad things. And he got killed. That's just how it went down. The little boy came up. His brother came up, was crying. And the dad was like, boy, we don't cry right here. Black men don't cry. You better take that shit somewhere else. So they already feeling some kind of way about the dad, as if, you know, he's too strict on him and maybe it's some other tomfoolery going on. With Chyna, with her good investigative skills, she's going off through the boy computer, crack his password and everything, see that he watching gay porn. Okay, the boy gay. And he had one particular guy who he was talking to a lot, and his pictures was all over the room. So they go track him down and find him, and he's sitting there with a little dude who's ODing. Rebel and them just interested in getting the information out of him. He's like, oh, my boy, all right. No, you can clearly see this boy's ODing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a officer. I'm not an EMT person. I knew that boy was ODing when they walked the hell up. If he wasn't ODing, he was having a seizure. So still, why ain't nobody like attending to this young man? Okay, but all right. So Rebel talking to old boy, forgot his name, and he pretty much tell him that him and old boy was in love with each other. They loved each other. They had been knowing each other for years. But the church tried to save him that he went to. Try to pray the gay away. So Rebel and them now are going to go over to the church. Okay. In the meantime, because they take the boy to the hospital, right? In the meantime, Pops is back at the house. He learns that the city is offering him a $5 million settlement. Now, you know I'm feeling two kind of ways about this. One, $5 million, a lot of motherfucking money, yo. But Pops is, like most parents, I want justice to be served. I don't want these people to get the hell off. Because if he take the money, he got to sign a non-disclosure statement or a hush statement to say, so he can't talk about it and shut him up. I think that's what happened with Trayvon Martin. I think that's what happened with Mike Brown. I mean, although they are out here promoting non-violence for their organizations, as far as the case is all concerned, the families are not pursuing it. And I think that's what happened. You know, the Jackie was like, hey, that's $5 million is a lot of money. Not 5,000, $5 million. That's a lot of doggone money. And think about what Malik will want. So Pops is in there drawing up, we're going to donate this amount of money to this person in his name, to the conservatory, music conservatory. We're going to donate it to my old alma mater, Grambling, and give them the chance to go explore music just like Malik would want. So Pops is like breaking down this money. But at the same time, Pops want to drink. Jackie not having that. But him and Jackie is going back and forth about this alcohol and how he want to celebrate, you know, with this alcohol. Well, somehow Matt came into the picture. They decided to go over to the church to investigate what's going on with the pray the gay away situation. So actually it's Chyna and Rebel. They go over. They investigate the pray away situation. And here we go see Pastor Durag again. Pastor Durag is the one that's leading this whole thing. Well, they talked to the dude, a little boy that was singing, lead. Talked to him, see what he knew about the situation. And he's saying, the Pastor Durag program don't work. It's just a fraud. But he trying to make it believe, and people think he believe it works. So now they're assuming that the little boy was struggling with being gay. He tell him no. He was not struggling at all. He knew exactly what he was, who he was. He had came to terms with that. He had accepted it. Everybody in the choir knew. So now they looking to pass the do-rag. You doing some shady shit. In the meantime, Rebel get a phone call from the doctor at the hospital. Tell her, all right, the little boy you brought in was ODing. The drug he was ODing on is the same one that we found in your system. Okay, so now this is a piece of puzzle that ties her back to the Texas situation. Y'all see how I'm kind of bored with this show now? I don't know why. But it ties her back into the Texas situation. So, calls upon Mac once again. To get some information on who these cases were tied to. And they tracked down one woman. And the woman gives her a business card that says, these are the people who accosted me, whatever. And she explains what happened. What happened to her. She got some guys in a gray van to snatch her up or what have you. And it's the same way that Malik was explaining what happened to him, or Brim had explained what happened to him. And but so she gives him the business card, and of course it's Vaughn. And she said he was with another officer. I don't know his name, and I'm thinking Somerville because that was his partner, right? But she said no, it was like a Irish name. And then she said McIntyre. She said I ain't sure. The lady wasn't sure, but it sounded like McIntyre. So I figured Mac, you know. Well, Rebel quickly blows off the fact that it's Mac. She goes to him and says, hey, your brother in some shady shit. He's the one that working narcotics, so I'm quite sure it's got to be him. He got to be one of the cases. So I need them case files, right? And get us some information on Texas that ties it all back together. And they go over to the church together. Because some phone records came up. The people that he had been talking to the most, the little boy that got killed, the calls, some of them had some threatening text messages. Those threatening text messages came from the church. Phones were registered to the church. So he goes over there to find out what Pastor Durag been doing. And he talking to the lady of the church, first lady. And she really not trying to give up too much information. I mean, she's talking, but she's not trying to give up too much information. And then she was like, well, we just need to know who the phone belonged to. She said anybody can have that phone. So Trina decides to call it. Ring, ring, it's her phone. So now she's saying, well, you know, when we're on duty, we have the phone. Everybody shares the phone. I'm like, so she said, okay, well, give us the doggone laws. We need to see who was on duty at this particular time and this particular day. And she's like, I ain't giving you anything. You ain't no cop. That's what she told Trina. And then Mac turns around, well, I am. Her son walks in and was like, what's up? What's going on? She was like, nothing, babe. You cool. Don't step on out. He steps out. So Mac is telling her, look, either you give us this information right now, or I can go get a warrant. I can get one real fast. Why he's saying this, it's commotion going on in the sanctuary. They run out the sanctuary. The son, her son, who was also, again, the little boy who was singing, who dropped all the information about, the boy who got killed. I don't even know his name. He got his daddy held up with a gun. Apparently his daddy was the one that was sleeping with the little boy. So he knew the little boy was comfortable with his sexuality. His daddy had went to Pastor Durags program and supposedly had prayed his gay away. He was supposed to be cured since he got a kid. He cured of his sexuality, his homosexuality. But he been sleeping with the little boy this whole time. Nobody questioned why he was sleeping with this kid. They only questioned the fact that he was gay. And the son was like, I was not having that. He said, you done ruined everything. You fucked up my life with your gayness. He said, I ain't telling you to be ashamed of it. Why don't you just fucking come out the closet for what, goddamn? Hurry up and step your ass out. Let's get out in the open and stop being secret because it's turning sport. Okay. Mac and them was able to calm the little dude down. Get the gun from him. That was the end of it. He was the one who, either he was sent out the threat or his mama sent out the threat. I don't remember, and I really don't care. Who sent out the damn threat to the little boy? The little boy did. He's messing around with the pastor. And it wasn't the pastor who was sending the threat. So, I don't know. I guess since the little boy was getting threatened, that's why he decided to go take his own life. He wrote a note to his daddy they found on this computer. Yeah. You know, this world wasn't for him no more. That was the PI case. I don't care about the fucking PI case. Well, Rebel now goes track down somebody, and they find out that Texas is meeting up with Vaughn. I know I'm saying that out of order, but that's pretty much what happened. So Texas and Vaughn are working together. Okay. But in the meantime, Rebel was ignoring her daddy phone calls while she had everything going on with the church. She was like, he'll be alright. He know how to get through that little settlement thing and everything. Well, Pops and Tamala was doing their thing again. Jackie, I keep calling her by her real name. They was out doing their little thing again. Again, he's still trying to make her drink. So she like, look here, I'm finna go to work. I ain't got time to be fooling with you. You ain't finna make me lose my damn chips. I'm getting chips over here at 18 months sober. You ain't finna fuck that up for me. She said, but I'm gonna go, I still love you though. I'm finna go ahead and go to work. So she leaves out. So he had to toss him back while she left out and went to work, because now Rebel gets a phone call saying her daddy done been in an accident. He was out drunk driving on the doggone motorcycle. And Rebel shows up to the hospital, and she blames Jackie for everything. She's like, every time you come around, that's all he do is drink. No, girl, your daddy drink all the damn time. She ain't been around for 4 months, they said, and he's still been a fucking drunk. Don't blame that on her. And Trina's like, you know, you being too hard on her. I don't know what you got against her. She's like, you gotta let that go. And she's like, Rebel's like, no, I ain't gonna never forgive her. This is the one part I did not understand. Okay, so Rebel flashed back to when she was a kid. She was watching TV. She walked into the kitchen. Her daddy hugged up with Jackie in the kitchen. And they, you know, they break their embrace. And she was like, oh, my bad, baby girl. You know, we just playing around. Okay. They didn't say whether or not Jackie was like her mama friend or something, or she was supposed to be a close friend of the family, or if he was cheating on her mama with Jackie. They never explained what the fuck was her issue with Jackie, with the exception of she walked in the kitchen and saw her daddy kissing her. This could have been after her mama died, and some kids may feel a certain kind of way about that. But damn it, you fucking grown now. You 30-something years old. You still holding a grudge about who the fuck your daddy was kissing in the kitchen when you was 12, if your mama was dead. Then if your mama was alive, I could understand you having some hostility. But they never explained that for me to understand or have a justification for Rebel or why the fuck she acting like this towards this chick. So, but it was then that she learned that her daddy must have been out celebrating the settlement, right? On her own. She didn't answer her damn phone. Rebel didn't even know about the settlement. So, but in the meantime, Captain, is his name Mac? Captain Hank? The captain came in and tells her, look, I can make this go away with your daddy if you drop the case against us. Rebel drops the fucking case. She went back to her daddy's house and she was like, I did this for you. You know, they would have gave you 3 years in jail. He said, I would have died. I would have went to jail for my damn son. But now you ain't got shit. So now they don't even have a case anymore. What the fuck are you still investigating for? There's no case. You told him you was going to drop everything. Just keep your daddy out of jail. How she was able to make that decision for her father, I don't know, because I thought it was his lawsuit. Because he said, you didn't want me to file a lawsuit in the first place. So how the fuck can Rebel drop her daddy's lawsuit? I don't get that. But that's what happened. Somebody explain that shit to me. He the father of the deceased. He filed a lawsuit. His daughter get to come in and say, hey, let's drop that shit so my father won't go to jail. Fuck that. No, I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that at all. That was the end of that episode for me, y'all. It was nothing much else to tell. Y'all let me know what y'all think if y'all watched it. Let me know if y'all feeling the same way I'm doing. Like, it's a good show, but something not meshing up right. I don't know if it's her private investigative work that just getting on my nerves. Or maybe the show should just all be about the private investigation. Her personal life is what seems to have a continuous thing, but it's so many gaps in it that I'm filling it in myself. I'm asking too many fucking questions at the end of every episode. That's just me. Rebel on BET, y'all. See y'all next week for it. Peace.